Hi, Fortress friends. I'm excited to read you this book because it's one of my very favorite books ever written. And you might think it's a baby book because it's written in a board book, but really it's good for all ages. In fact, I'm 50 years old and it's still one of my favorite stories. So I don't care if you're little or if you're big, this story's for you. It's called Guess How Much I Love You. It's by Sam McBratney and it's illustrated by Anita Jerem. And it's about big nut brown hair and little nut brown hair. And by the way, do you know what a hare is? Not like this kind of hair, but a hare that's a rabbit. A hare is just another name for a certain kind of rabbit, especially one that has long body like this and long ears and long feet. Those are called hares. So let's start reading. Little nut brown hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to big nut brown hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that big nut brown hare was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could guess that," said big nut brown hare. Whoops. "This much," said little nut brown hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big nut brown hare had even longer arms. "Bet I love you this much," he said. That is a lot," thought little nut brown hare. "I love you as high as I can reach," said little nut brown hare. "I love you as high as I can reach," said big nut brown hare. "That is very high," thought little nut brown hare. "I wish I had arms like that." Then little nut brown hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. "I love you all the way to my toes," he said. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said big nut brown hare, swinging him up over his head. That's funny. They both loved each other all the way up to little nut brown hare's toes. "I love you as high as I can hop," laughed little nut brown hare, bouncing up and down. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled big nut brown hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. "That's good hopping," thought little nut brown hare. "I wish I could hop like that." "I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river," cried little nut brown hare. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said big nut brown hare. "Ooh, that's a long way." "That's very far," thought little nut brown hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. "I love you right up to the moon," he said, and closed his eyes. "Oh, that's far," said big nut brown hare. "That is very, very far." Big nut brown hare settled little nut brown hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back." Who do you love right up to the moon and back? You should tell them. I love you right up to the moon and back. I can't wait to see you back at Fortress. Bye.